Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to Adventures of a Traveling Don. My name is Benjamin O, and today we are continuing our journey across the West series here in West Seattle. So when you're starting your adventures here in West Seattle, you want to get something to eat, you want to come down to California Avenue. This is one of the main strips that runs basically throughout most of West Seattle from north to south. And it's got a lot of different shops, restaurants, bars, all that kind of good stuff here. And we're going to start here at a place called Easy Street. All right, so for breakfast, we are here at Easy Street Records and Cafe, and this is a record shop. I think traditionally it was just a record shop, and then they open up the cafe later on. But it's really cool because you walk in and you get kind of like this sort of like rock, heavy metal, little grunge vibe, but you can find vinyls and records and even CDs from all genres of music, and the way it's just decked out, there's like no space that has not gone untouched. It's just absolutely phenomenal. The cafe is really cool. It's got that great kind of vibe. It's got like this Metallica poster up in the wall, and then, you know, disco ball and everything. It's really kind of a fun spot to be. So yeah, if you definitely want some record music and you want some breakfast, I can guarantee you the notorious B&G, the biscuits and gravy, is really good with an egg on it, just over easy. It's absolutely fantastic. This place is really, really cool. Easy Street Cafe Records, when you're here on California Avenue in West Seattle. Now, while you're on California Avenue, if you're looking for maybe a little bit of a lighter breakfast, say like some pastries and a coffee, come down to Bakery Nouveau. This is my cousin Aaron and my cousin Nick's favorite spot for pastries and coffee here on California Avenue and in the West Seattle district. So shout out to you guys, particularly Nick. I know you are a big fan of their twice baked croissants. I've never had a twice baked croissant. I've only ever had a regular croissant. So I am trying for you, my cousin Nick, the twice baked croissant, the chocolate one. And just look at this beast. Like, I just had a full meal, so I'm gonna be taking this with me on the road to snack on. But my God, it looks huge. And let's just give it a bite real quick. Oh my God. Oh my God. And there's like little bits of chocolate in there. We've got the almonds on top. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a cute little shop just here on about a block down from Easy Street Cafe. But man, it's a beast too. That's really, really good. So one of the things I really like about West Seattle, and the couple times I've been here, is kind of, you know, it's a hip and kind of like up and coming trendy area of Seattle. And the fact that there's so much artwork all over the place, all over the walls, it's just absolutely fantastic. And of course, even within the shops, they're very stylish about how they set it all up. It's really, really kind of a cool spot, and it's away from the main part of Seattle, so you don't have all the craziness, the traffic, the tourist stuff like that. You know, it's a little bit more local, and it feels local. But yeah, I really love all the artwork here in West Seattle. Now, if you are looking for a night out and some kind of like nice craft cocktails, I want you guys to take note of this area. This here area of California Avenue. You have, behind me is a place called Bonjour Vietnam, and right next to it is called the Beer Junction. Both are really good from what I've been told. The Beer Junction is a great place for beer and has great Vietnamese food. However, along the backside in the alley, I'm gonna show you where we went basically for me last night before filming this. There's a speakeasy, and then there's an alley bar back there. And it's really kind of cool. So let me show you how it works. All right, so when you come around the corner and you're gonna go by the Chase building, you come back around into the alley and you'll see this Verity Credit Union behind you. And you'll also see B's Restaurant, which used to be a restaurant here. It is now a speakeasy. So what you do is you go down this particular little alley between Verity and B's, and you'll go in a door. And to your right, as you walk in, there will be a set of lockers. And so you just kind of look in. I think it's the 164 or 166, one of those. It's on the right-hand side. You open it up. There's a little doorknob handle. You pull open. The entire locker case pulls open, and that becomes the speakeasy, which is called the Alley. It's a great spot for cocktails. Absolutely fantastic. And the decor is really cool. Now let me show you the Alley bar slightly down the way. And so about half a block down on the backside in the alley, basically right across the street from the Wells Fargo back here, is what's called the Revelry Room. Now this isn't technically a speakeasy, because it's not one that, you know, you need like a certain code or a certain thing to get in there. It's just, it's a back alley bar, which is really cool. It's kind of decorated in almost like that 1960s, 70s sitcom almost style. And it's another great little spot to get cocktails. So if I misnomered earlier, I called this the Alley bar. So this is what I consider an alley bar. This is called the Revelry Room. The place that's actually called the Alley is a speakeasy. So if I confused you guys, I apologize. But yeah, so right here on the backside of California Avenue, this is what you want to check out, is the Revelry Room and the Alley Speakeasy. So if you're looking for a little hidden gem here in West Seattle, and really a hidden gem of the entire Seattle area, is here in southwest part of West Seattle, and this is the Seattle Chinese Garden. It's connected to, I believe it's South Seattle College campus, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You have little bits of Chinese architecture throughout the whole garden, and just this rose garden I'm in the middle of right now is absolutely amazing. It's just phenomenal the way that they kind of set this all up, and it is a free admission, so you can just walk right in. They do accept donations, and I do believe they have events throughout the year, tea ceremonies, calligraphy festivals, stuff like that. There's a lot of things I think that happen throughout the year. Right now, there's not much going on today. I think I'm really probably the only one in the garden, but you know, that's kind of nice. You get away from the city, you get away from all the different, you know, tourists and people and stuff, and you just enjoy this garden and just the sounds of nature. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the Seattle Chinese Garden here in southwest part of West Seattle. Southeast part of West Seattle, excuse me. My apologies about that, but yeah, definitely check it out. Now, keeping with the nature theme after the Seattle Chinese Garden, we are down here basically on the other side of West Seattle. So this is now the southwest part of West Seattle, and this is Lincoln Park. And there's two levels to it that I'll show you. The first is down here, of course, right off the bay, which gives you great views of kind of like King County and like all those western islands out there. It's just absolutely phenomenal. You just come out here, there's just, it's a long, almost kind of like maybe about a mile and a half walk that goes all the way down. It's actually not too far from my cousin's place, so whenever I come up here, I like to just come, you know, just walk down to Lincoln Park and enjoy myself out here. But yeah, if you want some good pictures, you definitely come out here at Lincoln Park. This is, of course, the lower level, right off the water. Now I'll take you up the hill, and I'll show you the wooded part of the Lincoln Park. Those steps are a bit of a doozy. Get a little out of breath coming up there, but it's well worth it coming up here to the main part of Lincoln Park. It's just absolutely gorgeous. You're surrounded basically by nature, and the park is absolutely massive. You have multiple trails that walk in and out and intersect with each other throughout the entire park. You have all these massive northwestern trees. You know, you have things like Japanese cedars, you have Douglas firs, you have redwoods here. There's so many different trees, and so many of them are just like freaking like 150 feet tall, probably anywhere from 1 to 3 centuries old on some of them. It is an amazing place to just come and get yourself lost in the woods. Absolutely gorgeous spot. So yeah, if you're ever here in West Seattle, definitely take some time to just walk around Lincoln Park. There's some tables, there's some benches. You can have a little bit of a picnic either down near the beach or up here. Even up here, there's also some areas where you can kind of get small spots of like more of an aerial view of the Bay Area and the islands, surrounding islands. But yeah, Lincoln Park is a must when you're here in West Seattle. All right, so after all that walking around and climbing up the damn hill at Lincoln Park, gotta get a beer. You know me, a little exercise, a little beer. And we're here back on California Avenue at a place called Prost. It's a German-style pub. We've got a Bavarian pretzel coming in just a minute, but I had to get myself a nice beer, a little Bitburger Fest beer. And of course, I am joined by my cousin Bobby Ray is back, and my youngest cousin, Erica. Cheers, guys. Prost. And Prost to y'all. Oh, that's good. Now, where's my pretzel? Now, there's one cool thing about this place that really kind of only locals can really do, because you have to be here enough times, or maybe if you just come in and out of West Seattle. But if you're looking to, you know, move to West Seattle, this might be something. Here at Prost, you can actually, just like a lot of German beer halls in Germany that I've been to, if you're local and you're regular, you can get one of these big old steins that Bobby Ray is drinking out of. And it's got even like his name down in the bottom there. You've got all these different style like badges of different like events that he's been to. It's actually really kind of cool. You can actually get it fully decorated. Like, how many times did it take just to get that first stein, Bobby Ray?
That's was it? I don't even know. It's a lot. So there's 50 punches per card, and I had to do 5 punches. So 50 times 5 is
basically a lot of beer. It is a lot of beer just to get the stein. Not even everything else.
I'm not good with math when I'm thinking.
But even still, it is something really kind of cool, which makes it really local, which is what I love. All right, so my pretzel has arrived. You can just like the regular small one. They do have a rather large one, but we have dinner coming up shortly, so I don't want to fill up all that bread. But I want to get the small one and give you guys a little look at like the beer cheese. It's got, you can add the beer cheese to it. It comes with a couple different types of mustard. It's really looking really good. So give it a little try with that beer cheese. Just watch that. Oh my god. Oh. That's a good pretzel. That is a good pretzel. All right, so when you're done with Prost and you're done with pretty much everything on California Avenue, come at the very end of California Avenue, and it'll be a quick turnoff, but come to Hamilton Viewpoint Park here in West Seattle. And if you want some of like the best kind of like skyline picture views here in West Seattle of the Seattle's main downtown skyline, this is it right here. Absolutely fantastic. You can see the Space Needle, you can see all of the whole skyline, the whole like Puget Sound part of this area. Absolutely amazing. And it's so local. Some of the locals didn't even know about this, right, Erica? She didn't, my own cousin, she's been up here 2 years, she didn't even know about this place. It's like when I came here, we figured it out. But anyway, yeah, so definitely Hamilton Viewpoint Park is a spot. If you want that picture for Seattle, come and get it here. Now, if you're in West Seattle and you want kind of like a beach experience, which you can't really experience in the main part of downtown Seattle, there is this part on the west side called Alki Beach. And it's just this kind of like long strip of sandy beach, probably maybe about a mile and a half long. But it is very, very popular, particularly with a lot of the regulars. Come out and play volleyball. They have like volleyball tournaments, lacrosse, sand lacrosse tournaments. And there's a bunch of just different, like a strip of restaurants, bars, things like that. So it's kind of like a cool, fun beach scene to check out when you're here in West Seattle, if you just want to kind of get away. And I've heard it's actually a really good spot for a sunset. I don't think we're gonna get a sunset today because of all the clouds, as you can see. But it is well worth coming down to if you want a beach time here in West Seattle. Don't know how cold that water is, but it is a nice spot and gives you great vista views of the surrounding area. So in this video of opposite sides, now that we're done with Alki Beach on the west side, we've come back to the east side here at Seacrest Cove Park. And this is basically what is considered the best views of the skyline of Seattle. Now, I actually think that Viewpoint Park, which is actually not too far up behind us on the hill, is probably a better one. But when you're down on the water, this is absolutely great when it comes to the skyline of Seattle. It's absolutely fantastic. And we're going to a place right across over there on the other side of the cove to a place called Marination to go grab something to eat. But yeah, you want to come down here on the east side and get that skyline view. Another great spot is here at Seacrest Cove Park. So here we are at Marination, and if the outside looks somewhat familiar, it's because if you watched my last episode when I was coming back from downtown Seattle, the water taxi ferry is right outside the restaurant. So this is a very popular spot here on the east side of West Seattle, and it's kind of like, it's called Marination Ma Kai. So it is a Hawaiian style restaurant here in the east side of West Seattle. And what I got myself is these, what's called the Aloha fries. And these look absolutely phenomenal. Talking about hand-cut fries with their own Kalua pork, sunny side up egg, kimchi sauce, and of course mayo. So we're gonna dive right in. I mean, just loaded fries. It looks fantastic. Well, that's just packed full of flavor. It's got burrito on it as well. You know, fish skin. Oh my God. That is fantastic. That is really, really good fries. It's probably some of the best, like, loaded fries I've ever had. That's amazing. So cousin Aaron got kimchi fried rice. Is this your first time having kimchi? See, I'm part Korean. I grew up with kimchi. So tell us all about it. How that kimchi.
Got a good spice to it. I got tofu with it, but
that's all right. Hey, tofu and kimchi's good.
The egg on top.
Yeah. And cousin Bobby Ray, you got, I think you got what's one of their popular ones called the Loco Moco. What you got there?
So good. Almost reminds me of Hawaii.
Yeah. Like it's just like beef patty with like rice, egg, and like a little bit of like hot sauce and stuff like that. Brown gravy. That's the other thing, is it's got brown gravy. And cousin Erica, how's your tacos?
They're good.
I guess.
Keep everything clean.
Right? all good stuff here at Marination Ma Kai. Now it's dessert time, and my cousin decided to get the very, very large shaved ice. Like, Aaron, what were you thinking?
Sharing.
Yeah, we're sharing is caring. Let me show you the sharing portion of it. Look at that. Look at that. Look, I have a big noggin. That's just the size of my noggin. That is absolutely massive. And like, it's like, how many different flavors we got going on here?
Yeah. Pineapple, coconut, and guava.
Pineapple, coconut, and guava. Holy,
Coconut ice cream.
and there's like something in here as well. So that's the actual ice cream. So you have shaved ice, and then you have ice cream in the bottom. So we're gonna try a little bit of that pineapple part. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's like a big deal. Like,
Oh wow. Here we go, guys. Go crazy.
Sharing is caring.
I don't. Well, I just like. Well, I mean,
Damn, that's good. That is really, really good. Alrighty guys, so I am going to end that here while I am stuffed to the gills. That was an absolutely fantastic day out here in West Seattle. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Honestly, I love this side of Seattle a little bit more than downtown, just because it's not as crazy and it's a little bit more local, a little bit more artsy, and a little bit more fun, as you can see back there. Cousins and all. This is where the family truly is, here in West Seattle. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I give it a big old thumbs up if you liked it, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description for all of that, as well as a Buy Me a Coffee account as well. So until we meet again, guys, peace out and have a great night. I'll see you on the next West Coast adventure.